Hello everyone, Merlau here again, and I wanted to make a video about anger. So, if most of you don't already know, this channel was made to, I guess, you know, just basically say in front of a camera any wisdom that I know that I think is valuable, and I would like to keep it on recording so that I could watch it later and I guess share my thoughts and also my wisdom that I've attained with other people, you know, help people out, but mostly for me. Um, but I wanted to talk about anger today. Um, I've noticed with me that I do have a lot of anger, and I have had this like self-destructive behavior before. Not like really bad stuff. Like there's some people that they do very bad stuff, like they will cut themselves, or not physical kind of stuff, but have done some, like, just like everyone, I've isolated myself before. Not recently. It was when I was younger, I had a lot of like pent up rage that didn't know how to release in a healthy way, I would say. But I feel like it's always been a problem with me because I always, obviously, as a kid, you kind of just bottle it up. But as I'm older now, I can see how what is done to me. I get especially like, let's say, trivial things. Get mad over trivial things, like I'll see something on the internet, and let's just say it's some, like, I don't know, a lot of police videos. There's a lot of police videos where it's like police brutality or some type of unfair event. Like something recent I saw was like a car crash, and it was a motorcyclist driving normally, and then some guy just turned into like this road, and then he hit the motorcycle and drove off. Like that kind of shit shit makes my blood boil. But obviously, um it's a video, probably happened a month ago, weeks ago, and there's no point of being angry about it, which is what I tell myself. If I find myself getting angry at like something trivial, I'll be like, all right, bro, already happened. No reason caring right now. Even if I was there, what could I do? But with that, I would say controlling your emotions, making sure you're in check, you're dialed in. I was watching a lot of UFC interviews, and fighters experiencing, when they weight cut, they dehydrate themselves. It takes a lot of discipline to do that, right? Because you're fighting the urge to literally an essential thing for your body, which is water. They're fighting themselves to not drink it, right? And it's actually very dangerous because you can die from dehydration. And there's this guy, I just watched an interview. He was literally watching all night. He couldn't even sleep because he was so dehydrated. He was watching videos of ASMR of people pouring like delicious Coke in like a nice ice cup. It was like a cup full of ice, and it was like slowly pouring Coke. And he watched it all night because he couldn't drink water, right? Because of his fight. And it's like the lengths you go to, right, to keep yourself in check. Because anger, just like every other emotion, has to be in check. Because what does anger do? Raises your blood pressure. It's basically a survival instinct, right? When you get angry, your eyes dilate, you get adrenaline, your blood starts pumping, right? Your muscles, you get stronger. And I think it's a very, very essential thing to control your anger. Just as me, I've hit things when I was younger. I'd get super mad. I actually broke my hand getting mad, and I didn't know what to do with all that. Obviously I hit something when I was younger, broke my hand. It wasn't too bad. Kind of like I hit a chair really hard that I was sitting on. I was like this, broke my hand right here, but it's good now. you know, I was karate chopping shit. But yeah, just keep your anger in check, buddy. All right.